it's Ella with Feeding Type 1, and this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys my journey and plan I have to get me ready to go back to school. So, August 11th, 2014 was the day that my life changed forever. It was right before the start of going back to college for my second year, and the goal at the end of that semester was to be ready to enter for the nursing program. The nursing program is not a dream, it's a goal. I have been so blessed to live right across from the street from an amazing college who is the disability services are amazing. They really level the playing field for me, and it is so much easier than high school. It is just a walk in the park. So my grades were actually a lot higher and a lot better in college than they were in high school. So I've been out of school for a very long time. And while I've continued to do my research, my up-to-date, it's different learning than academic, like in-class learning. So just to kind of get back into the swing of things, I have just literally gone to the dollar store and bought some workbooks. And what I plan to do with them is think of it like brain warm-up. So I haven't been in class for a very long time. So even though this is just like stuff that's super easy and it's really just comfort, as I'm trying to transition myself into going back to school, back to college, back to nursing school. So I went to the dollar store and I got this elementary school workbook. Well, part of the things I'm doing with it, the reason I'm doing this stuff is I have 3 sets of every book. And I'm kind of lab writing, aka clinical testing myself and evaluating. So I have so with each one of these, I do one when my blood sugar's on the lower end, like when I'm waiting for it to come up from low after I've treated. I do some when I'm over 200, and then I do one when I'm in my target goal. So by doing that and timing it, I am better able to assess the cognitive impact that my blood sugars have on my ability to do even basic academic schoolwork. So this is a book right here. It's just subtraction. It is 32 pages, but it's a pediatric one, so it's got a lot of this kind of stuff. So also what I love in the back of them is they have I guess what would be like a final exam, and it's a timed test. So this is super helpful because I'll write my blood sugar up on the top, I'll set the timer, and I'll see how long it takes me to do these. So by doing evaluations like this, I can kind of get my brain back to learning, and also I'm trying to figure out and do some testing to figure out the impact that my blood glucose has on my ability to do schoolwork. So I don't just have subtraction and addition. I also have multiplication and division, just the basic stuff to get started. But soon what I'm going to do is get 6th through 8th, and then high school stuff. So another one that I do, obviously I'm not going to do the simple sight reading, so reading comprehension practice. It's, you know, it's graded, it's grades, it started at 4 through 6, but it's, you know, simple. Read something, pull information out, answer the questions on it. So comprehension like that is, you know, again, I'm just starting at basic levels just to kind of get my brain on learning mode. And also the biggest thing though is I'm assessing my, you know, ability of my blood sugars and figuring out a way if I can possibly improve it. So I also, of course, have Earth and Physical Science. This is grade 4 through 6 as well. I absolutely hated Earth Science when I was little. I didn't give a crap about any other science except for biology. Shocker, I know, right? But, again, it's reading information, pulling the answer out, and doing that. Also, I've been working on creating a place to treat my sensory processing issues. So one of the biggest struggles in school was, you know, just certain sensitivities to the fluorescent lights, the sounds, the everything. So I'm really lucky. My college is amazing. And I'm finding some things that are going to work. And then my doctor, and I talk it over with the doctor, he'll go ahead and write something up, print it out. I go drop it off the DSO, and they put that in my, like, basically college version of, like, a 504 plan. So one of the accommodations, like, here's an example of something. So let's say I have a huge test, and I'm having a bad blood sugar day. I would just call up the testing center, you know, let them know what was going on. And, you know, we would either try to reschedule in a couple hours, or if it was a really bad high, or if I was really not doing well, we would just say, okay, let's plan tomorrow for this time. So that kind of thing. And I would get, you know, a small period of time. But the best thing is, though, this is something I used. Every single other student gets to have their blood sugar in range while they are doing a test. So it's only fair that I take the test when my blood sugar is in my target range. So that was super helpful, because it turned out, oh, I'm not a bad test taker. I just need, you know, the accommodation to be able to even the playing field, so I can take the test when, you know, when my body works best. So that's kind of some of the tactics I'm getting started with. Alright, signing off for now. Hopefully this video was semi-interesting. Feel free to like it, subscribe to my channel, or leave a comment if you have any questions. If you have any advice, please feel free to reach out or leave a comment or anything. Alright, see you next time.